Indeed, though I like the we are preparing. This is basically that dude that was singing. We'll say who we are. This is basically what's happening here.
For anyone that doesn't know, that's the song from Matilda. Send me on my way.
Send me away. Yeah, he goes like
just,
real
like,
slow,
halfway
and then
through,
goes,
he's
we're
like,
gonna say who we are. All right, we're here at the finale to Castlevania Circle of the Moon. 97% done with the map. Close to 9 hours of gameplay. Almost all the cards, at least on the bottom row. Let's take on the true Dracula. I think we're ready. I think we're ready to end this playthrough. Not 100%, 97%. I'll take it.
That's fine.
But I do like the embodiment of Dracula for this. It's really cool. He's got like xenomorphs for shoulder pads. He's kind of got this like Nosferatu kind of bat-like face going on. I don't know if that's like a white skull or his like...
I think it's hair.
Yeah, his hair. His like...
I'm digging the toothy worm feet.
Oh, you like those? Yeah, I also like the music that plays here. It's called Proof of Blood. I've been listening to this channel called Noble Demon who does orchestral arrangements of like old video game music, and like a lot of them are really good. It's not a remix where they take liberties. He tries to be as faithful to the original as possible, which I highly recommend checking out the Noble Demon. But I really like the cover they did for Proof of Blood. Really cool. So yeah, the only way you can hurt this Dracula is to hit the eyeball that appears on his chest.
So he only takes damage when his eyeball is out?
Yes, the only when his eyeball is out. And then he has a second phase, which is really annoying. But I found if you use this combination of the Manticore... Whoa! Don't get hit by that. That can be like a one-hit kill if you're not careful. It does a lot of damage, but he basically just shines and charges right at you. But he's going to fly around... And you gotta hurt the eyeball, but there's bats just surrounding him, protecting the eyeball. So it's nice to use something like this, where I'm just spewing little poison spores, basically.
Yeah.
To damage not just the eye, but the bats as well. And then you rinse and repeat. And that's basically the final battle. There's another way you can beat him, and that is using the Thunderbird card, where you just summon the Thunderbird and all this lightning rains down on the screen. But I found this method is effective too.
I just had the funniest image in my head.
Oh yeah? Go for it.
So where it's at right now with the eyeball and the bats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember his name, but he's the guy that does Dry Eyes.
Dry Eyes, Ben Stein.
Okay. I pictured him as like the oh my god.
Come on. Give me a hit.
What's his name?
Ben Stein.
No, the character.
Nathan Graves.
Okay. I don't know why I thought it was different.
You thought it was a Belmont.
Yes.
A house Belmont.
I did.
No, the entire story is the Belmonts have been missing for a while.
Okay.
And they're trying to find worthy successors.
Okay. Well, I pictured Ben Stein as Nathan Graves.
Okay.
And him just going, Dry Eyes, as he's shooting poison at the eyeball.
Try New Visey. Wow. It helps get rid of the Lord of Darkness. Some freaky looking bats, though.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. And a 1. And a 2. And a bat.
Where'd he go?
He'll come flying around. So if you don't hear like the swoosh sound, he's not going to charge at you, so that means the eyeball's coming.
Well, it's on mute.
Exactly. But when it's all together...
So if you don't hear the swoosh sound,
basically I'm saying
Amanda starts to panic.
When you ever find yourself playing this game, I don't know, I kind of like the pseudo 3D effect we got going on with the background here.
Yeah. It is neat.
The kind of like ceiling and floor wherever the hell we are.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're like inside the eclipse, if we're in hell.
We're in Dracula's pleasure room.
We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. But see, I'm taking a little bit of damage. Careful. Ooh-wee. Yeah, if he rams into you, you can take about like 300 damage per hit.
Wow.
So yeah, like 1 or 2 of those and it's a death. So you don't want to rush it. Be patient. It'll take a while, but eventually you'll get them. Especially if you save your crosses. Woo! Woo!
I can jump for joy.
And yeah, sometimes he'll charge twice, sometimes he'll charge 4 times. Usually no more than 5, though. But again, just be on the lookout for the swoosh.
For the swoosh.
Got like an Eye of Sauron going on in the background there. The Crimson Eye. The great seeing eye is always watching.
I can't wait for you to meet Bill Cipher.
In
Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls. Okay. Isn't he also voiced by King? King's voice actor?
Yes.
Okay. I've seen clips of him, and I've heard the animated community sing high praises for the guy. It's interesting how you can't wait for Bill Cipher when we're currently watching Adventure Time. That's why I was a little confused. I was like, wait, is Bill Cipher in Adventure Time?
Oh, no.
We're getting there. Let's finish out Adventure Time first, then we'll take a look at Gravity Falls.
I think my favorite parts of Adventure Time are coming up, if I do believe.
I don't know. Every once in a while, it just goes into a trippy episode where
Yeah.
I'm just like, huh, all right.
The bacteria feeds the worm. The bird eats the worm. The big bird eats the little bird.
Yep, that was the
And
episode
then the
that we just
bacteria
watched.
eats the big bird to start the cycle again.
And I was just like, well, I can definitely see the inspiration by Ralph Bakshi. There it is. It's over, motherfucker. Die, Dracula, until the next game.
Right?
I'll see you then. Well, actually, we haven't had a true Castlevania game in over a decade, so Dracula has permanently been killed. By the company.
The only one that could ever kill Dracula was
Capitalism.
Konami.
That too. I've been reduced to a pachinko machine. No! A fate worse than death. But yeah, he does the old shebang. So long as there is darkness in the human heart,
Yeah.
I will live.
Naturally.
And we will be there to stop you. You can bet on that.
We'll be there to stop you.
And the castle crumbles. We exit. And we do, it's tradition now. Watch the castle crumble as you gaze into the sunset.
Yep.
Hey, honey, I know this romantic spot. Just watch as Dracula's castle crumbles, but check out that view.
As soon as the castle's gone, it really lights up the mountainscape.
When the sun hits that mountainscape just right, these hills sing. So there we go. And we will never see these characters again. We will never see the graves. We will never...
bye!
This was kind of like a pseudo spin-off in a sense.
Yeah.
Because most of the games take place with the Belmont clan.
Yeah.
A couple deviate from it, but there's usually the Morris clan or Alucard and whoever Alucard recruits.
Yeah.
But this one is just a whole different story of just like the Baldwins and Nathan Graves. And that is the end of these characters. The one consistent character is the villain, Dracula.
Yeah.
You see him through generations and generations of all these characters. So yeah, I hope you didn't get attached to any of these characters.
Nah.
Yeah, they're fine. They do the job.
Yeah.
They are no Trevor fucking Belmont, that's for sure. Alright, so there we go. That is Castlevania Circle of the Moon. Final thoughts, please.
I like it, but I don't think I like it as much as the revised Castlevania.
Classic Castlevania.
Yes.
Oh, revised. So you mean Adventure Rebirth?
Yes.
Okay. I got you.
And I think that's just because I find this a little bit more confusing.
It can be, yes.
Because you have more freedom with where you go. It's not quite as linear. But I think with certain games, I need the linearness
Okay, that's
for
fine.
it to make sense to me.
And that is fine. I really enjoy this game. I just wish the DSS was more forgiving. However, I have learned something. So you know how there's an added bonus at the end of this game? And I found out while I was recording, and I was just like, all for nothing. Well, shit. Okay, so basically we're going to get a passcode. I'm going to type that in. We're going to see what that passcode does, and then we're going to end the episode.
Okay.
But basically, I more or less agree. DSS aside, I really enjoy this. I like it a bit more than the 2 classic Castlevanias we've played, but there's other classic Castlevanias I think are like a lot better.
But I also think because you really like Metroid,
Yeah.
that this is more up your alley of what you enjoy.
Yes, absolutely.
Whereas I'm scared of Metroid.
What is that word? Senior producer?
Well, they are doing their best.
Right.
I didn't even recognize it was misspelled. But then again, I found one of my old journals, and
That's okay. The first time I read this, I thought it was developed by Koch. But it's actually KCE. All right. So, our password, please. Congratulations, you get Magician's password, Fireball. Please input it on the name entry screen. So just take a guess of what Fireball does. It's called the Magician's password.
Makes you immune to fire.
No. I wish.
Gives you the power of fireballs.
Keep in mind, I said all for nothing. All right, so we're going to pop this code in. And the game's going to start normal. I'm just going to like blaze through the opening and stuff like that. Skip this, skip that, da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just going to show you what happens. Obviously, we're not going to play through. We just played through the game. But I just want to show you what happens. I'm going to die a little inside, and we're going to move on to the next game. Okay? Okay.
Sounds good.
Indeed. Otherwise, we were preparing. This is basically that dude that was singing. Who'll say who we are? This is basically what's happening here.
For anyone that doesn't know, that's the song from Matilda. Send me on my way.
Send me away. Yeah, he goes like real
like
slow, and they go,
he's
we're
like,
gonna say who we are. And I'm just like, huh? Well, the first time you were just like,
I
can't understand
what he's saying. And then he goes, send me on my way. And you're like, he says, send me on my way. And I'm like, all right, asshole, just wait for it.
Okay, so. I have all the DSS cards.
That's what Fireball does.
Yes. You start the game with all the cards. So you're not supposed to get all of the cards. You're supposed to just explore the castle, have fun, beat the game, and be like, hey, you didn't get all the cards. Do you want them now?
But then, like, again, what's the point? What's the point of playing the game to get all the cards?
I don't think you're supposed to get the cards. I think it's like the Koroks. Just get what's along the way.
I know,
and you'll be fine.
But that's what I mean. Like, if your reward at the end is getting all the cards that you could be using throughout the game,
yeah.
What's the point?
See, now I got my flame sword.
Why would you give them all of the cards when they're done playing the... Like, to me, that's way more of a fuck you than, like, your main character dying.
Well, that's Castlevania Circle of the Moon, everybody. We'll see you all in the next playthrough. And I will say, I don't think Aria of Sorrow does that when you beat the game.
Okay.
I think you just play as a different character.
Good.
So yeah, that's my ice sword. It's kind of shit. All right, we'll see you all in the next playthrough.
Toodles.